Hi, it's Adam the Hip Nerd, and today's show and tell is this windmill. The idea for this windmill comes from a dentist from Atlanta, Georgia, named Alex Rodriguez. I'll link to his video in the description. Even though I have almost no experience working with metal, I found this project to be fairly easy, requiring only basic tools and materials. It's fairly inexpensive even if you buy the materials new. If you have access to cheap or free scrap metal, you can maybe even build this for just a few bucks. I had been thinking about making one for about a week when I spied a junked bicycle out by the trash in front of one of my neighbor's house. So I took that as a sign to start the project. The windmill blades are made by wrapping foil tape around the spokes of the wheel. I didn't record the details, but you can watch Alex's video for that. It was easy enough to do. I did it while watching TV at my friends Tim and Monique's house. Tim figured out this makeshift tail using just an 1/8 inch piece of press board and a bent bracket. The initial test was promising. I checked the spacing for the rear wheel on the original frame, then bent a steel bar into a fork for the wheel. Accounting for the radius on the bend was all guesstimation. I mean, you can watch a whole This Old Tony video on the subject, or you can just stick your thumb out, look at it sideways, squint your eyes, and subtract pi. I trimmed off the excess and later turned that into a spine for the tail. I drilled the holes for the wheel axle, taking my time and applying plenty of oil. I bent the tail spine and attached it to the fork using self-tapping metal screws. I laid out the design for the tail on a sheet of aluminum. Cutting and bending the tail was physically the hardest part of this project. By the time I got halfway through bending those edges, my hands were really sore. In retrospect, I should have gotten the locking plier style of benders, even though they weren't as wide.
We're on the parking lot of life. A circular circus. No escape. We're on the parking lot of life. A circular circus. No escape. We're on the parking lot of life. A circular circus. No escape. We're on the parking lot of life. A circular circus. No escape. We're on the parking lot of life. A circular circus.
I attached the spine to the tail with self-tapping metal screws and put little plastic caps on the exposed points. These plastic caps were left over from a sheet metal shed that I built a while ago. Alternatively, I could have used hot glue or something else to cover the pointy ends of the screws. I drilled a hole in the fork opposite the tail, put a big bolt through, and added weights to balance out the tail. I bought this bearing swivel hanger on Amazon. It came with these carabiners. It spins smoothly and quietly and is made for outdoor use. I think you can use something a lot simpler and less expensive if you want. One other detail about the hanging hardware, I used a flat and lock washer on the bottom to be sure this eye hook didn't come out. My son suggested that it make some kind of sound, so I put a playing card in the spokes. One change I made is moving the tail down closer to the wheel axle. I don't know if it improved in performance, but it made it look a lot nicer. One change I would make if I made this again would be to lengthen this part so that the weights hang underneath the wheel and don't block any of it. I really love this project. I got really great results for the effort. I'm already thinking of ways I could use this to power something, so there might be a video of that in the future. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.